Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to our migraine strategy call. I am Debbie Waidl, certified migraine health coach specialist, here to help you actually get to the root cause of your migraines, find your migraine freedom so you can get back to living the life that you want and deserve. We come to you every Thursday with a training, with a special guest, with wonderful success stories. And this Thursday, we are here with Anna. Anna is a graduate of our Freedom From Migraine Method program and a member of our Migraine Freedom community. So thank you, Anna, for being here today.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Amazing. So before we get started, would you like to tell everybody just a little bit about yourself so they know who they're listening to today?
Sure. So hello, I'm Anna. I'm 45. I started getting migraines when I was about 10 years old. Um, and they continued, I would say, with regularity until my early 30s when I had my second child, and then they got progressively worse. And I started seeing neurologists, various doctors, but mostly neurologists who specialized in migraine. And after it was determined that I had, I think, 15 or more headache days a month, which puts you into the chronic migraine category, I then was put on a variety of different types of preventive medication, as well as abortive medication, which started a whole roller coaster of various side effects and, weaning on and weaning off. And now, it's about 10 to 15 years later. I found Debbie, I found her program, and the short story is I'm so much better. So I'm happy to be here to tell everybody about my journey.
I love that. And that's really why we do this, right? And you ladies are so generous with your time, is that we want to give all the women in this group. We almost have 5,000 women in this group that are still suffering with migraines. 1 in 4 women in the world suffer with migraines. So you ladies are so sweet to come on and give women hope, because so many women believe that there is no hope and that medication is the only answer. And
Yeah.
that kind of leads me into my first question, because we rely so much on medication to get through the day, right? You did, I did. I know many women do it, using these pills to just really get through the day. So tell us a little bit about your journey with meds and what the results were using those medications.
So I tried a lot. I tried a lot for a long time. From time to time, I would start taking something and I would be like, wow, I think I feel better. I think this one is working. And then pretty quickly it would, I would figure out that it was not working. Maybe I had a good, few days, and I thought it was working, but it wasn't. And then I would go back to the doctor and we would talk about it and we would maybe increase the dose of whatever it was. And then, I would gain a lot of weight, often from the medicine and other side effects. Some of them made my hair fall out or break. Some of them I sort of felt like a zombie on. And, with most of these meds, anytime you start them, you can't just stop. So once you realize that you're still not feeling any better, you have to wean off, and that's a process in and of itself. And I think, it's a very hopeless feeling, I think,
Mhm.
to be constantly feel like, okay, this is going to be the drug that fixes me, and then you try it and it isn't, and then you're like, is anything ever going to work? And that was a many years process for me. I tried several injectables as well,
Mhm.
um, so not just oral meds, and some helped a little,
Yep.
but nothing really cured me, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, and so that, in the end, I stopped doing that because it just really wasn't serving me.
Absolutely. And I had the same exact experience. I started off on one med, or actually I started with over the counters. Those stopped
Yeah.
working very quickly, then went to one med, then went to 2 and 3. And finally you realize it's like, all right, I'm repeating the same pattern over and over and over again, and this isn't working.
Yeah.
So I have to stop searching for that magic pill that the doctor keeps telling me. Like my neurologist, his favorite thing was, we have to find the right cocktail.
Yeah.
And it drove me nuts when he said that, because I'm like, seriously, this is not a cocktail, because I would love a
Yeah.
cocktail.
Right.
Like an
Right.
actual glass of wine would be amazing,
Right.
but I'm going to have a migraine if I do that. But why is this the solution? So you did that, it didn't work. So how did, when you joined us over in the Freedom from Migraine Method program, how did that help you go from actually pain management, which is what you were trying to do with the meds,
Mhm.
to migraine freedom without having to rely on this medication anymore?
I think it was a few things. I think that the biggest was um, you have a lot of techniques of things to do when you start to feel a migraine come on. So I think once you have a toolkit and you have confidence that it has worked for other people,
Hmm.
um, Debbie, your whole program is very organized. So, there's a list of things to follow. And so if you know that you have this arsenal and you're like, okay, step one, do this.
Hmm.
Step two, try this. It's like a security blanket emotionally, but then it also works. And it doesn't include medicine. It's natural remedies, or it's breathing techniques, or whatever it is. It's electrolytes. Um, and it's and at the end, if you've done all of these things, you can take an abortive med to feel better, but first let's try all of these other things that do work. And the first time I did it and it worked, I was like, oh my God, it can't be that easy. It can't have just been that easy. And it really was. And it was just it was so surprising, that you have found this, these tricks. um and amazing. So there was that. And then in addition, so that's when you're not feeling well. And
Hmm.
then in addition, the program gives you, in a very orderly fashion, the tools to prevent yourself from getting sick in the first place. So it's a two-prong approach. And both of them are equally helpful, I would say.
I love that you explain that, because I think so many times we forget that there is two parts, right? There's that, offense and defense, right? Like sometimes, sure, everyone in this world, I think, has had a headache at some point in time or will, right?
Mhm.
So it's important to know what to do if those do sneak in. But more importantly, is to figure out how to not let them happen ever again.
Right.
So it's really important that you kind of separate the two of those and look at those separately. And I think way too often in conventional medicine, doctors, neurologists, well-meaning people, they're putting both of those in the same bucket and trying to treat it the same way.
Hmm.
And that's not the way that it works,
Right.
obviously, because there's 1 in 4 women that have migraines, over
Right.
5,000 women alone just in this group, because they're
Right.
using that, they're playing defense all the time. It's always defense.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you recognize that, that's what the whole of this program is to really get people to not even need to worry about those tools or tricks or things that you're going to do. But we want you to have them because we're human.
Yeah.
We like to have some wine. We like to eat chocolate. We like to have some pizza. We like to stay up late. So things like that may happen. Or you get COVID, you get a vaccine.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you were on the call this week, our coaching call that we had, but a lot of talk about vaccines right now and how migraines are increasing by
Yeah.
getting the flu shot and the COVID
Yeah.
booster and the RSV and the shingles. And that's normal. So if any of you are feeling that way, and I wish I could chat more with the group. I don't know why. I was just talking to Anna before. There's always a tech issue. I know we're live, but for some reason I can't see us in the Facebook group. So I am so sorry for all of you that are over there that may be chatting, but that's okay. Just leave your comments and I promise I'll look at them later. But if any of you are having issues with vaccines, just comment vaccine below. Let me know if it's worth me doing a training on that for all of you. Okay, so I know, Anna, that over the years, as you were using these meds and trying things to end your migraines, that the migraines really kept you from doing a lot of the things you wanted to do, including your job.
Hmm.
So what was it that was, that migraines, how was that challenging for you?
I think the biggest issue was when I was working, when I was in the office, if I started to feel sick, I
Hmm.
took an abortive pill right away. So, and part of the reason for that is that migraine doctors, or at least the ones that I've been to, they say at the first sign of pain, take this pill
Yeah.
because it's going to be the most effective if you take it right away. So I would be like, okay, great. So I would
Yep.
take the pill right away. And then before you know it, I'm taking 3, 4, 5 pills a week. And then I'm in a rebound headache, which is, another whole discussion. But I knew, between feeling sick and taking a pill many days a week and also having to miss work to go to these doctor's appointments and wait to see the doctor and then see the doctor and then fill another prescription, I felt like all of that was getting in the way of me being able to be productive at work or fully present at work. Um, and I knew that I was not going to get better if I had to just immediately take this pill all the time so that I could keep doing my job. And I also had, two young kids at home at the time and a husband, and there was a lot going on. And if you add all of that together, the feeling sick and the treating yourself is like a full-time job in and of itself.
Yeah.
So to have another full-time job was really hard for me. Um, so yeah, so that's the work piece. And of course, then there's the canceling plans with friends and family and, being stressed, like, can I go to this concert? Is it going to be too loud? Or, what's going to happen when I go to the beach? Is the sun going to bother me? All of that stuff. So I
Yes,
lived
so
that
many
for a
things to
long
think
time.
about just to have your normal life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's exhausting. I mean, I remember it being exhausting, like looking at
Yeah.
my calendar at like on a Sunday night, looking at the calendar going, there's no way I'm going to be able to do all this that I need
Yeah.
to do in a week. How am
Yep.
I going to get through each day? What day am I going to take the pills? What
Right.
day do I know by 7 o'clock at night I'm going to be useless and my
Yeah.
husband has to be home? It just
Yep.
gets so tiring after a while.
Yep.
And I'm sure we're all experiencing that, right? Everybody who's watching this. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, the journey, it can be a long journey, but I'm so glad that you found us. And I'm so glad that you took that leap of faith and came through the program because
Yeah.
you've
Me
definitely come
too.
out the other side so different.
Yeah. Me too. So happy. So grateful.
So if you could say one thing to everybody listening right now, and hopefully they're all listening. It says I'm live on Facebook, so I'm hoping you're all over there. Hello, everyone. What would you say to those amazing ladies who are probably losing hope, are thinking, there's no way in heck, Anna, I can stop taking my medication. I've had migraines for 50 years. There, you can't help me. What would you say to those women?
I would say I felt the same way. And I'm sure that everybody entering the program probably felt the same way. Um, I tried a lot of things that I thought would work. And, there's always that doubt. Should I try this thing? Is it going to work? Is it a waste of my money? Is it a waste of my time? But I really think that this particular program was totally different from anything else I had tried, in all aspects of the program. And there's literally not one thing in this program that I had tried before. And especially when you combine all of the different parts together, I
Mhm.
had never done that before. So my advice would be, if you can do it, try this program. It really is worth it, and it will change your life.
I love that. And on that note, for anyone who is thinking, I really want to do this, I'm not sure if I can, I don't know if I have the resources to do it, just let us know. We do our best to make sure that there is some way, shape, and form that we can help everyone. We have many different ways that we support women. So let's do this. If you are looking for help in any way, shape, or form, just comment help below and we will reach out. A member of the team will reach out and figure out exactly how we can do that, that is going to best serve you and make you happy with the journey. Also, I just want to reiterate to everyone, if you do not have your notifications turned on for this group, please do so, especially for the next 2 months. I am a big lover of the holidays, and we are officially in holiday season because Halloween kicks it off, in my opinion. I mean, you
Yeah.
go to the store, for goodness sakes, it's been Christmas for what, a month and a half, 2 months already. So I am a lover of the holidays, and I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of holiday gifts to try to make Migraine Freedom a reality for each and every one of you. So make sure you've got those notifications on because they will be time sensitive. There will be limited space. And I want each and every one of you that wants to do this to be able to do so. So make sure that you keep your eye out for that. All right, everybody. Anna, thank you again. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to come chat with me and the whole
Yeah.
group and to share your story. I really
Happy
appreciate
to.
it.
Happy to.
I love it. All right, everybody. Here is to your migraine free day. We will see you next week. Let me just double check the calendar here. Next week, it looks like we are meeting at a different time. So we will be getting together for our migraine strategy call on November 9th, but at 11:30 a.m. Eastern versus our normal time. So tune in 2 hours earlier for our migraine strategy call next week. And if you have any questions for Anna, for myself, or about how we support women in general, please just comment below and let us know that. And a member of the team will jump right in and make sure you're all set. All right, everybody, have a great day. Here's to your migraine freedom, and we'll see you over in the group. Take care, everybody.
Bye.